Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, aka QNT. So let's just dive in. And let's start off with this tweet here from Crypto Maximus over on Twitter. And we do see, don't auto-assume QNT growth is limited because it is rank number 39. $1.65 billion market cap asset. Dominance is at 0.14% of total crypto. Total addressable market is in the trillions. Honestly, I would argue that the total addressable market for Quant is it's really uncapped. Like, we don't know what the total addressable market could actually be. Interoperability, there's a very hard way to actually predict where that market could be, because this is disrupting every single major global network that is not only operating and helping run every major industry out there and sector, but it's also going to be the thing that, at the end of the day, is going to connect a network of networks. There's going to be one global network tied to what Overledger is building and what Overledger is really basically becoming, which, by the way, by the end of this video, you will understand the biggest secret around Quant, because I think that a lot of people overlook this one fact, and it is something that I think everyone is going to be mind blown from. But we do see 0.14% out of trillions. Zoom out, don't let cycles wash you around. Being early requires patience. And here we have also from QNT Army, Quant Army, which, by the way, if you guys are a part of the QNT Army, definitely hit that like button and also comment down below what you think one QNT will be worth by 2030. But we do see Gilbert is typing. Just to give you a sense of the developer market, there are only 200,000 blockchain developers out there, whereas there are 25 million broader software developers in the world. With Overledger, we make it possible for all developers, not just blockchain developers, to build blockchain apps, including multi-chain apps, MDApps, using any programming language. We currently support 12 SDKs. This is future technology. I say that a lot on this channel, right? This is future tech, that's future tech. See, the thing is that we try to put cycle targets on some of these tokens. Like, for an example, I have this chart open over here, this coin perspective. I have $5,000 here. $5,000 per QNT. Okay? Now, full transparency. And, like, this is not me messing around or anything. I have a QNT bag that I will never touch. I will never touch that bag because, listen, I don't know if it is going to be, but QNT has the potential to be much larger than Bitcoin. And go ahead, scold me, comment down below, this, that, whatever. But I want you all to realize that when we look at QNT, like, here's QNT compared to Bitcoin, same market cap, except guess what? Much higher in value than Bitcoin. And that's going off the supply ratio, because yes, there's 33% less supply than Bitcoin with QNT. But I want to say one thing. And if there's one thing that I can say on this channel, is it's if you believe in crypto and you believe in DLT technology, and even if you're a Bitcoin maxi, listen, if you're behind Bitcoin and Bitcoin's price, even if you believe in Bitcoin's global adoption, then you 100% need to believe in what Quant is doing and what Quant is. And you might be questioning, Nick, what the hell are you even talking about? It's very simple. Quant is becoming the infrastructure that blockchain and the traditional world will merge into. This network is empowering the future around crypto and the future around the traditional world, meaning it's allowing these two worlds to converge. So if you believe in crypto, and if you believe that crypto will at some point in time, like myself, be a $100 trillion asset class, then you 100% believe in what Quant's doing. And with that, right, we have to address, where could Quant be in price? Well, guess what? It's unknown. And I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, I think that QNT is going to be worth $500,000 or $50,000, whatever. Does not matter. I'm not going to sit here and do that because I just don't care to. Like if we had one QNT hit $500,000, we would be sitting at $7.3 trillion in market cap. Bitcoin at $7.3 trillion in market cap is $380,000 almost. Doesn't seem too crazy when we put it into perspectives like that, right? Now it's going to take time for us to hit those market caps. Even on Bitcoin, I'd say like Bitcoin will probably be at $7.3 trillion in market cap by 2030, 2035. Might be questionable. We don't know, right? But let's take a look at a few things. So one, partnerships, things like that. Well, here we have from Just a Tech Guy. I think this and an ex-employee saying it confirms Amazon as a partner of Quant, not just a paid entry. Here you guys have the description. Our vision is of an empowered, interconnected world. Our partners include Amazon Web Services and Oracle, and we're founding member of the Digital Pen Foundation. And yeah, I mean, like this is Amazon Web Services. So when we take a look at that, most of these are cloud-based services and services in general. Like here we have from AWS. Surely they thought about technical CBDC interoperability. Here we have retail central bank digital currency from vision to design, a framework to align policy objectives and technology design choices. This goes back to March of 2022. Yeah, most of this is interoperability. All of this is mainly interoperability. A lot of people think that like I'm crazy for betting big on QNT because interoperability around CBDCs and things like that is not 100% crucial just yet. But outside of CBDCs, we also need interoperability for crypto adoption, DLT adoption, and all that. Which, by the way, the secret sauce here is ISO TC307, which is mentioned here. Founded in 2018, Quant is UK-based with a US presence. We spearheaded the blockchain ISO standard TC307. Adopted by 57 countries and organizations worldwide, and solved interoperability with the creation of the world's first blockchain-agnostic API gateway overledger. You probably know about ISO 20022, right? Yeah, that's that ISO standard that everyone is calling out, saying that, you know, crypto is going to go skyrocketing because of that. No. This is the only standard that actually matters around crypto. Why? Because this is empowering DLT and blockchain technology to be adopted by these countries. It's the framework, or I should say the standard, that's being implemented for the overall infrastructure of these countries that are adopting it to embrace DLT and crypto technology. And here we have from Tokenizer, ISO TC307. More than just a QNT standard. Connections in ISO standards TC307 across various SSBs and industries, academies, fintechs, legacy tech, government, blockchain, trade finance. This combined with SATP, what more do you want in QNT? And here you guys have ISO TC307. This is literally every major connection that we have to this already. This is a global initiative. And yes, if you do hold tokens like, we'll just say Casper, maybe NXRA, which is the new AOBT token, XDC, MNW, Morpheus, DEG, Energy Web Token, XRP, all of that, then you're celebrating this because this is a huge standard, and yes, it's been in place for a while. But this is a standard for all of blockchain and DLT for it to be adopted in. This is why I say, listen, if you're betting against QNT, you're betting against the entire industry. And that's not me being biased. It's not me being a maxi for QNT or anything like that. I follow the technology. I follow the articles. I look at the information there. Quant is doing things outside of the realm of what any token in this space is doing. Here's TC307. This is the global participation around this standard. It's everywhere. Everywhere around the world. Here's the participating members. Here's the observing members. I mean, this is a global standard. And I want you guys to realize that this is the standard that the future of finance and every single major industry out there is going to be built upon. This standard is going to empower and embrace the next major cycle of DLT and crypto adoption. I couldn't have said it better than this job posting that got posted by Andrew Carrier, who is the CMO with Quant. This is something very interesting. So first off, we do see I'm looking for an exceptional writer who is passionate about finance and technology and keen to build a career at a scale up where they'll be able to have a huge impact from day one. Now, I wouldn't include this job offering if it didn't say one thing within this entire thing, which is Quant is the foundation of the blockchain economy. And I thought about this one. I thought about this statement for some time. Okay? And they do talk about everything else down here as well. They even include the TC307 thing here as well. But I thought about this job offering many times over. I was thinking to myself, I was just like, you know, outside of what most people anticipate with QNT, there is something special happening. First off, we continue to see partnerships like this one, or I shouldn't even say partnerships. It's not even a partnership. It's more of, you know, support for these tokens. Shout out to Greg Lund 27 for this, but this is the new Overledger. This is the new released Overledger 2.2.24, providing full documentation and support for Avalanche. All of these major blockchain technologies that are included on Overledger, that are exposed to Overledger, include Ethereum, Bitcoin, Hyperledger Fabric, Ripple, Polygon, XDC, Avalanche, and so many other ones. I want you guys to understand that, you know, Quant right now is building out the bridges to every global and major, and I say major blockchain technology within the space. The ones that are doing things much larger than what anyone can anticipate. I want you guys to understand that these bridges that Quant is building out to these very large blockchain technologies is the start of the network of networks being built, being created. Remember, I just included in a Quant video recently that Quant connects to any public and private technology out there in terms of a network. All of these networks intertwined and converged into one massive global network of networks. This is going to be a game changer. This is going to be a game changer. And, you know, throw all the hype out. The substance that is there around Quant, to me personally, is what's going to allow it to go to much higher price targets than anyone can anticipate. You know, bare minimum, we talked about, okay, where can Quant go in a year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now? You know, let's take a step back to 2008 when the inception of Bitcoin finally came out. And there's screenshots from, you know, 2009, 2010 when Bitcoin was trading at around like $1, maybe even less than $1. Nobody, and I mean nobody, within 10, 11, 12 years from that time would have told you that one Bitcoin would have been worth $60,000. $1 to $60,000. And it's going to continue to go up. We'll see a $100,000 Bitcoin. We'll probably see a $250,000, a $500,000, and $1 million. It might take a lot of time to get to that $1 million Bitcoin area, but I do think that maybe we'll see it by, who knows, 2050, 2075, I don't know. But this technology is here to stay. This technology will be embraced, and it will be a global standard technology. And when we take a look at that, you know, Quant is one of those tokens I just don't ignore. When we get a major pullback on Quant, I add to my bag. I lock it away. I have a trade bag of QNT that I'm waiting to see if we go under $100 on QNT. Maybe we do, maybe we don't know. But we have been anticipating a major drop on QNT for a while. But this is just a token to me where I just don't care about, you know, short-term price action all that much. I focus on the long term. And in my opinion, Quant is that token that I think a lot of people will be surprised by. I think that a lot of people will be, you know, whatever price target they have in mind, it's going to go way higher than their price target. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely like, subscribe to notifications on because of more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As it was up to you all, have a beautiful day, beautiful night. If you guys are on this before, this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.